Web communications is part of the new media production design course that goes for 3 full semesters with a fourth semester specialization, and it is roughly divided into development and design. I primarily teach the development side of things, so that's HTML, CSS, JavaScript, PHP, and Luba teaches the design side of things, so that's design with an emphasis on Illustrator, Mockup, talking about designing for personas, that sort of thing. It's difficult to say exactly what course of study would be best for students, mostly because in my experience when they come in they're often misinformed as to what web development is and the technologies used. They've usually been taught in high school with some very questionable techniques. So I couldn't suggest studying web development per se, but my best advice would perhaps be to get an overview of all that web development is. So to understand that it's not just HTML, it's not just CSS, but it's also things like body copywriting, it's things like research, it's things like user interactions, it's things like motion design and animation, all of which we talk about and all of which we cover, but it's nice to get that overview and to understand the range of the field so that as you come in, you can understand where each of these technologies falls as much as possible. We start off with a basic assumption that people know how to operate a computer and they know a little bit about the web and they know a little bit about browsers and things of that nature. But after that point, it pretty much goes very steep. Mostly because there's a lot of material to cover and there's a lot of things to do that people want to get done, and that if they don't learn it, they get frustrated because they want to achieve X and they don't know how to get to X. So it moves fairly swiftly. We cover HTML and basic CSS in the first semester. We cover advanced CSS and PHP in the second semester. We do JavaScript in the third semester, and in the fourth optional specialization semester, we typically go into CMSs, a little bit more PHP, MySQL, things of that nature.